Welcome everyone. This is Lionsfit podcast number one of many. My name's Hemman.
My name's Gabe.
Jamel.
Today's topic is fitness. How we got into the fitness industry, what made us start working out. So Gabe, would you like to take it away?
So basically how I got into working out is kind of a weird story. You guys mostly know it, right?
That's true.
You do have a point. You wanted to make it kind of raw. So let's talk about.
As you can tell, we're best friends since middle school. We know each other for 10 plus years. So we know each other's story. We're very close. So
let's start it off on a different type of thing, right? So basically, what's going on in the fitness industry? What's the motivation? What's around? What's the news? What's new?
I feel like it's too mainstream now because everyone wants to be on their fitness wave or whatever it is. So like nothing's really raw anymore. It's not like a passionate. Everyone sees the next man doing something and they got to do it.
Yeah.
And
it's definitely building up because if you look back 5 years when we went to high school, no one cared about fitness. Then again, we went to like an art school, so we had no sports. But back then, no one cared about fitness. It was more about dancing, art, like acting, music. But slowly, it turned to a bigger trend. Now, as we got out of high school, we could see a lot more people from high school that got into the fitness.
Yeah, literally.
Which now they're trying to start their own thing, which is like, wow,
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's just crazy how people looked at the fitness world as a taboo thing and something that, it's like something that I'll maybe do. But if you really think about it, it's really an essential part of life. If you think about it. So it's like
you definitely need it, especially like high school people are not. Well, let's say high school sports players, someone who don't play college ball. They pack on all that weight for no reason. They did it for like a purpose, which was football.
Yeah.
But after that, if you don't play college ball, what's the purpose of having all that weight?
That's true.
And so I think some of them will get into the fitness industry by doing that because they have that experience. But others will just not do anything about it and just let it sit on them.
That's true. I just feel like people get in for different reasons. It's like everybody's different. Mostly, I came in because, I'm a rebel by heart, basically. So if somebody says I can't do it, I'm going to do it. Yeah. So, you guys know my story.
Last night when I went to Farmington, I was talking to Max. He told me, so we have a friend named Barf, right? He's in Florida. But the reason why he got into working out is because in high school, he was like a twig. Okay. He's 5'8", he was 120 pounds. He was like a twig. Okay. Right? So I think the reason he got into working out, he told me that he was walking in the hallway and this big, football player, 6'3", 200 pounds, straight muscle, bumped into him. Oh, shit. And he looked down to him. He's like, bro, watch where you're going. And that's when Barb started working out. Was the only purpose.
So that was literally his main motivator.
I swear to God, I thought, he told us, Max was like, you're gonna laugh when I tell you the story. But it makes sense. Some people just take that. Am I really that small?
I mean, honestly, I don't blame the guy. If I was in that position, I would be like, who, even though it's not really that big of a deal, it's just one of those things. It kind of it's one of those last things that kind of tick you onto the, the switch that really says, you know what, let me go to the gym because maybe I should do this. His reasons aren't completely flawed. I think maybe he should kind of look into himself more and be like, do I really need this? As more of a something for himself rather than for somebody else. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but ever since that day, he's been going consistently ever since high school.
There's nothing wrong with motivation, Yeah, you can't go wrong with motivation.
I like to ask the people who weren't into fitness in high school that we know, that are now into fitness, and ask them what made you get into fitness? Because they got into dancing, acting, they were just casual, their lifestyle, right? They didn't really care about fitness, but now they do. Okay. So just imagine them, what was your story?
But something as little as that guy getting bumped into by a bigger guy that could have sparked his motivation, what he always had in him. That's true. To do what he wanted to do. And you can use it as a stress reliever. I know I use the gym as a stress reliever a lot nowadays. Before I just did it just cause.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now you realize the health benefits and mentally and physically. So
yeah, definitely.
It's great.
Honestly, I just want to talk about this real quick. The mental benefits that just working out in itself and just moving your body in itself has. People look at it as a foo-foo thing, but honestly, I feel like when I go to the gym or when I run or when I do anything fitness related for a certain amount of time, for some reason, I think because of the oxygen going to my brain, I don't know the scientific things behind it, but for me personally, when I start working out, I just feel more dopamine going through my brain. I feel like I'm here, I'm alive. This is what I'm doing. It's versus not working out and I just kind of just stay in a sedative state, and it's just not the best for me, at least. So I think the benefits, like, it's definitely helped my mental, at least, as far as like working out.
So like the adrenaline rush?
Yeah, I wouldn't even say the adrenaline rush. I'd say more so just the fact that, just feeling alive. And I mean, I guess you could say the adrenaline rush, but
that's how I mean.
Other benefits too.
I just like sweating. I just like that feeling.
You like sweating?
Low key, because like I'm in I do IT work, right? I feel like if I don't sweat, I'm not doing anything. I'm not really moving. And I feel like when you sweat, like you actually know that you're putting into work of something.
Yeah, and some
that's
people,
how I look at it.
And I kind of do recognize some people. They're looking for something to really, kind of get back at. And honestly, just working out is like the last thing in this super crazy world that we have with, technology. Like everybody's on their phone, everybody's on their laptops. Nobody really moves anymore. Nobody really enjoys that satisfaction from just, either, going outside and just moving, or just in general, just going to the gym.
Even the gym itself is a big impact. Okay, we started at Planet Fitness, and then we moved to Norms. And that was a whole different culture at Norms.
Yeah,
those guys, like, we thought people in Planet Fitness were big. Nah, Norms took it to, that was like people who are going to compete big. Like, that was a different story.
I love Norms, by the way.
And that pushes you to do better, too. You see people stronger than you or doing better.
Yeah, definitely. And it kind of gives you that, extra edge,
It's all about elevation. So
Facts.
fitness is more than just a gym. It's a lifestyle. So
it's a lifestyle. Ask this guy right here. Actually, ask both these guys right here.
You have to love it.
Gotta love it.
Hey, bro, facts. Yeah, you just got, especially when you have like a 9-to-5 job, man, just to actually squeeze that in per day for like an hour and a half. You really gotta.
You're right. Like, for me, like I have a 9-to-5 besides this. And honestly, it's just when after you deal with all of that stress, you want something like Jamel said previously in Hemman, you want a stress reliever, something that's gonna just say, you know what, let me kind of get out of my comfort zone or whatever that is and just elevate higher. Because when you do better and you kind of grow, you just feel better. Like, it's just, I don't know, like the science behind it, but you just feel better.
I think it's a confidence. Like, when I was 220 in high school, and then when I got down to like 175, my confidence level was like off. It was different. Okay. I felt great. I looked great.
Yeah, I mean, hey, feel good, look good. Nothing wrong with that shit.
I can't with this man, bro. I can't with this guy.
I mean, I like looking good. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Don't worry about that. Just worry about us. I feel like
no, I'm talking to everybody. Like, literally,
it's just us two.
I know, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bro, it's like no,
it's 4 people.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4 million. Like, we don't know.
Okay, yeah, true. It could be like a whole bunch of
camera
people.
could say a lot. That's scary, yo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like
next topic will be conspiracy theories. Stay tuned. Imagine that.
In the fitness industry.
Oh, for sure though. There's some. I don't know.
There's probably something.
You ever heard that one guy? What's it called? I think it's in Ohio. West Side something.
West Side
Story.
No, that was a good movie though.
I actually hated that movie.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't like musicals like that.
Don't do steroids. They make your balls small. So I've heard.
Facts. And if you do use steroids, be a man and just admit it. Like,
yeah, don't be.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, just admit it. Like.
Yeah, but all right. So think about that now. All these people who compete on like Mr. Olympia, physique champion, like physique. Obviously, you gotta take something if you want to beat that person next to you.
True.
But they don't say anything about that. They keep it quiet.
I'm talking about more so like people who don't really. I mean, I'm talking about the people who don't compete really. If you compete, I can understand it. But I mean, me personally, I understand where they're coming from, but I just can't personally take steroids. I just don't feel like that's the point of. I mean, from a competitive level, yes, but from a health standpoint, I don't think it's the best.
Right. I mean, look at Fletcher, bro. That man lost his leg. No, not Fletcher.
Who?
Flex Wheeler.
Flex Wheeler? Oh shit.
Remember he lost his leg?
Oh yeah.
His left leg, right leg, because of that reason.
That's crazy.
That man was taking it to the toes.
Wow.
And then, wasn't Ronnie Coleman taking steroids too?
I think he was.
He just deteriorated.
But he was a big boy. I mean, I think he was talking about he like could consume 150 grams of carbs and like 600 grams of protein, bro. I was like, what?
Honestly, that guy was massive.
Well, he had genetics. Like his physique, he said off season, his body fat would be like 6 or 3, and then on season it's like 0.3.
Wow.
He said on Joe Rogan's podcast, but I believe in that guy was massive, and he was a cop.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, arrest me right there.
That's the cool part about like bodybuilding, and just the sport of bodybuilding. You can always get better. There's like no cap on your progress, which is like, what people strive for. You can always get better because everybody wants to get better at something, especially if it's your passion. It's just you just kind of go into it.
I think supplements also change a lot. Now we got vegan stuff. We got more with the technology increasing. Now we have more like ways to like, I guess, make different supplements for like better reasons.
That's true.
Like now you got your creatine, you got your pre-workouts, you got like God knows how many pre-workouts.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a big factor too. I feel like if you're actually like consistent with all those vitamins, supplements, whatever, that could definitely make a change to your body.
Pre-workouts are. I mean, I never really took in pre-workouts. Like you see me take pre-workouts is like probably like twice. I can't say never, but
I stopped because I don't know.
I just feel like, it makes sense, but I feel like for me personally, like if I'm gonna go to the gym, I want to see what I can do with the stuff that I have and nothing else added. What can I do to make myself better? How far could I go